Is Darktide worth it in 2024? Short answer is yes. The long answer is still yes. When this game came out in December a couple years ago, it had a myriad of problems, namely technical issues. But a lot of research, many hours have been dumped into this, and I could safely say this is a easy must play, especially if you're one of those guys that's in between games. Holidays are coming up. If you're an Overwatch refugee, or if you're bored, or any of the above. But yeah, it's worth it. It's really good. A few of the systems that were in place before, like any weapon you get, you couldn't do this before. You can change any of the refines on them. You could change any of the blesses on them to anything, and the higher mastery you have, the higher these blessings go. You can also swap out. Well, you can't. Okay, so you can't swap out the stats themselves, but you can hope for like the perfect roll. Like in my opinion, this is like a perfect roll dagger. It's 80 everything, and low mobility, but the dagger's already super fast, so who cares? So you can still consecrate and empower them like before, but refining and re-blessing to whatever you want is really nice. Also, you could switch the marks on them. So you can make it any one you want, depending on like your play style, what kind of weapon you want, what you're looking for. Not sure what was in the game before, but this guy's got a random roll thing, so if you need something, you can random roll it. It's pretty cool. I always come here and I look for his armors. If they're above 400, I almost always buy them, as long as they're a good rolled stat, like health or toughness, which is always going to be good. There's not daily quests, but there's weeklies, which are good enough, and they're separated by character. So if you have 5 characters, you can just take all these values, add them all together, and times it by 5, which is pretty cool. And the Penance Lady's still here, and yeah, the game is as healthy as it's ever been. It launched at around 12K on the Steam charts. I think it's sitting at around 16, 17K daily players. So it's only gone up. I think the community's pretty much back. Now the technical issues, let's address those, because that's why I quit the game. I only played for a couple hours before. But I wasn't getting frames. I was dropping out of the game. It was really bad. I have found that, and this is odd, this is the only game this has ever happened to me on. I have found that if you keep it on, DLSS on, and your VSync on, which mine was, oh no, it was not. Okay, just DLSS on. I have no problems. So, I know it was on by default, which is odd to me, but once I flick this back on, I haven't dropped any frames, I haven't dropped out of games, nothing. I'm not sure if Fat Shark has communicated that to everybody, that you should keep that on for the game to run at stable frame rates and to not drop off. But it works for me, so maybe it'll work for you. But yeah, if you're looking for something to do, this game's pretty sick. Queues are pretty instant. It's super fun. If you don't know anything about the game, there's four different classes to pick from, and they're all really unique. And yeah. I mean, before I get out of here, yeah, everyone has their own skill tree now. And they're all kind of different, right? Like the right side is kind of like the ninja. You can like hide. This is a zealot. Throw knives, stuff like that. The middle's kind of like your supporty, tanky character. And the one on the left is kind of like a berserker. They have like this fury move, stack crit, more times you kill and hit stuff. And all the classes are like this. All 4 of them have 3. And some of these builds are kind of wild. But and you can save your loadouts and swap at will. And it saves your weapons as well. So if I switch to 2, it'll have my dueling sword, my gun. If I switch to 1, it'll have my dagger and my pistol. And it'll go back to the ninja side. So yeah, that was it. Pretty fun game. If you see me in, shout me a holler, shoot me an invite. And let's kill some heretics. Until the next one, guys. Peace.